A new system in the form of Tropical Cyclone Olga has formed near Western Australia, currently with maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, gusts about 80 miles per hour, and a central pressure around 990 millibars at this time. Storm currently looking very impressive on satellite imagery, showing well-defined center and a well-defined swirl. The structure of the storm is highly mature, and the storm is expected to intensify further as the storm heads toward the southwest. So we're going to get a look at some models here. Where are we? There we go. This is going to depict just how close to Australia it will go. Not very close and not too close, thankfully. There will likely be some high seas churning up. The system briefly intensifies, according to the GFS, before rapidly falling apart as the storm heads toward the west. And long-range models think maybe a second very messy-looking storm might hit the Gulf of Carpentaria by April 14th, 15th, and 16th. So we'll have to keep an eye on that too. Getting a look at the potential rainfall for this system. As it's not going to get too close to the coast of Australia, rainfall totals along the coast of Australia will be minimal to nothing, really, from this storm. Most of it out to sea, though, will potentially stack toward 350 millimeters of rain in the area. And then when that second cyclone comes through, it could be quite a rainmaker for the western areas of the Gulf of Carpentaria, with 350 to 450 millimeters of rain falling there, which is quite severe indeed. So we'll have to keep an eye on both, really. I'm more concerned about that second cyclone than I am this one, but for the western coast of Australia, definitely keep your eye on this storm, and maybe don't go swimming in the beach because at the beach or the waters, because seas from the storm are already likely becoming very rough right now. To get a look at what exactly waves are doing right now, we're going to put on some forecast for some significant wave height from the GFS model. This is in feet, and as you can quite clearly see, that this system is going to have, at the center of the system is going to have some 21 to 23 foot waves at the center of the storm, but thankfully those are out to sea. Areas along the coastline may see wave height between 5 and 7 feet. So not too insane, but that would definitely make things a little bit rough along the western coasts of Australia. The highest, of course, of the significant wave height will be seen at the center, which is pretty normal. Getting a look at wave period, right now we're going to see some substantial wind waves and swells going on right now. Storm forms, wherever it is, it's going to cause about 11 to 13 foot wave period, wind waves and swells on the coast of on the western coast of Australia before moving out, and not really too dramatically insane, but that definitely could pose a risk for some minor coastal flooding to occur for areas of Western Australia. Getting a look at wind shear right now. Wind shear underneath the storm at this time is very indeed favorable and low at this time, running at 5 to 10 knots where the center of the storm is right now, although ahead of the storm at this time toward the southwest, which is where this will be heading, it gets to our 20, 25, 30 knots, which is much more higher and less favorable for the storm, which is where we are likely to see that rapid weakening after the storm peaks. Is probably a Category 2, maybe a 3, with winds maybe 85 or 90 miles per hour. So, that being said, that's what we've got right... Oh, hold on, I forgot one thing. This is the cone graphic from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. They are forecasting a maximum peak of 80 knots right now. That would be a Category 3. Potential for definitely a major cyclone is on the cards right now. And however, though, the impacts toward coastal Australia will be very minimal. Thankfully, this storm will not make make a huge mark on the area. So we'll have a couple more updates on this system. It's not expected to be a long-lived storm, and then we'll keep an eye on the models for that system near the Gulf of Carpentaria. And if that develops, we'll begin to bring coverage on that, because that looks like it could be a potentially more substantial storm than Olga. But we'll definitely keep tabs on both.